Hello everyone, this is Archive12, and today I am going to be recording multiple reactions, but for this particular video, I'm going to be focusing on two of them specifically. For those who didn't notice my Star Trek Online video and the little comment that I said at the very beginning of it, I recently came down with a pretty nasty case of strep throat, which is probably one reason why you might hear it in my voice a little bit. I'm not at 100% at the moment. And that's the reason why I haven't uploaded any videos, and the reason why I haven't reacted to anything, because I know that for the last week, the Nerdcore scene has released a lot of really cool songs that I've been wanting to react to, and I just haven't been able to because I've either been too busy or I haven't felt good. But I'm feeling better today. I've got the day off, so I'm going to record multiple videos today, and yeah, we're going to be reacting to Daddy Fat Snaps, both of his songs. Fable released a song. McGuire released a song about Vegeta, which, of course, you know that if you watched my very first reaction video, I'm all for Vegeta, and I have to listen to anything that he happens to be mentioned in or featured in or is about. But today, we're going to be focusing on Divide Music and his new Ichigo song. As I mentioned before, I know nothing about Bleach, aside from, like, the first couple of episodes. I never could get into it. But, I know, obviously, it's a very popular series. He's a really cool character from what I've seen. Things get a little wonky later on in Bleach, but you know, whatever. I'm here for the music. And Divide already had a Bleach song called Hollow about Ichigo, and it was, for a long time, one of my favorite Divide songs, and it is still one of my favorites, just not in my top 10 anymore. Even though it sounds like an older quality mix, it has its own unique flavor to it, and I really appreciate that. And in addition to that, we're also going to be reacting to the Stupendium, which is the first one we've got up here on the screen. Fiend Like Me, which is his Evil Genius 2 song. I know nothing about Evil Genius. I don't know how the game works. I don't know anything about how the game plays, but I don't think you need to know anything about that to enjoy the entertainment value and the production quality that Stupendium puts into these music videos. His songs are always fun. His videos are always stupendous. And he is just phenomenal as both an artist and, like, you know, a visual creator. I know that obviously he probably outsources a lot of the stuff that goes on, but he has to think of this stuff, and he does perform live in these videos, so, you know, he has to... There's a certain amount of creativity that he brings to this, so I always look forward to listening to the Stupendium. I wish that I hadn't have had the Apex, his Hitman 3 rap, or I guess it was kind of a rap. I don't know. His song about Hitman 3, I wish I hadn't had that spoiled for me, because I wanted to react to that. That song is probably, in my opinion, the best thing that he's done so far. And it's a lot of fun, and it's very ominous, and I love the little slideshow in the back at the end that has a whole bunch of the Nerdcore artists that look like either they're KIA'd or they are on his hit list. That was a nice little touch. I identified, like, I think 10 or 11 of them. So I guess it's my dream to appear in a Stupendium video at one point. I doubt that's ever going to happen, but it would be kind of cool. Just as a casual reactor. So Stupendium's definitely going to be one of these ones that I'm going to be reacting to. Yeah, let's take a look at Evil Genius 2 song Fiend Like Me, and let's just enjoy the visual representation that we're about to get, because it's going to be awesome. Already, I think probably just with the piano, and also because I know that the main character on the cover art of Evil Genius 2 kind of reminds me of Gru. This already kind of sounds like something you'd hear about or in a Despicable Me, you know, original soundtrack. Whether it be a Nerdcore song or in the movie itself, this already kind of reminds me of something from Despicable Me. And I mean, it's about evil geniuses taking over the world, or trying to, so I mean, that also fits with the theme.
Tune in to your favorite station. Peruse any news publication. See the state of the states and nations. Corporations, inflation, invasion. Well, I say that they could take some intercontinental consolidation. One flag emblazoned with my face on an ideal plan on an application. Introducing Villainy Square, just a standard reclusive trillionaire with a maniacal air and a violent flair. Vibrant tyrant enshrined in a stylish chair. You can find me there on my island lair with the sirens blare and the strident striking there with the slightest glare. I'm not fighting fair to decide for the frightful air. So you better get a polishing of my flags. I've a plethora of monuments to hijack. Trick the Senate, use the columns as a spy track. And developing the commons in a fly trap. Minions all over my map, turn your dominion into a nice backyard of a kingdom. Your income might lapse, might get a squint at the price of the ransom price tag. You know, I've just realized this dotted line around the globe is supposed to be the equator. I always thought of it as more of a cut here. If all the world's a stage, then I shall play my part. You may say it's cliche, but I say that it's an art. Every deck needs a knave to come and stack the cards.
I love the beat.
But it's mine to tear apart. One button's all it takes to set the earth quaking. Or is the world afraid and the planet started shaking? You'd need tectonic plates to serve the schemes I'm making. And you fought today is some world domination. And the genius scheme unfurler, genus steeped in burglars, murderers, fiend weeklies, gem mustache twirler. I cheated, I used curlers. Here's my amusements bamboozle, a glamorous ruse to confuse all your plans to tamper and snoop. You're delusional, casino scheme while you're schmoozing my valets. Casinos green obscures my base. So if you don't want to date a roulette, just play some roulette, forget the backstage. But if you do sleuth through to my sanctum, have a few new tools here to have fun. Like a tank full of man-eating plankton, or a smooth henchman with a handgun. Cause I'm busy dislodging Norway. You'll spend all day dodging my saw blades, raising my pinball small sheet, leaking the broad sheets through Goldberg in the hallway. Day between the laser beams, you still weren't making face to face with me. Your agency just paid you to take a vacation in my interrogation seat. One wrong step in my bully and volts, and you gotta be met with a billion volts. But if you do pocket any ill-gotten profits, and I'll pocket by a rocket from the millionaire folds. My management skills are uniquely stirring when lacking in diligent, measly servants. Having one killed with the team observing what's magic on building the weak subservience. See, I think I'd make a perfect leader. I'm very hands-on. And by that I mean my hands on this big red button that may or may not do something terrible to the moon's gravity. Don't worry, I'll write you a lovely obituary.
Oh, come on.
Then I should play my part. You may say it's cliche, but I say that it's an art. Every deck needs a knave to come and stack the cards. Well, maybe yours is safe, but it's mine to tear apart. You secretly live below my laser-mounted space station. You may need to think it over. But if I live bored of waiting, I'll be beaming tic-tac-toe between the borders of your nation. To keep the Swiss plateau and give me world domination. Poison entrapped informers, villains exploiting the map's four corners. Off to deploy my outlandish orders, warrant avoid international waters. If I steal her bling, do I have to wait for the Queen of England to abdicate? Shrink blades are aimed, so I raise the blade, turn defend locations to paperweight. Now your monument stored in a portable size, and my office see more at an affordable price. Your democracy's nice, but you ought to comply, or I'll alter your mind by the water supply. Reports coming live of a sordid device that authority describe as an orb in the sky. It's absorbing the light and distorting the eyes, so the 10-story penthouse is caught in the tide. Forces of justice ought to give up for the both of the crusting and awfully destructive. Force out your government's doors that are busting, all simply scored by a chorus of trumpets. Rulers you foolishly trust to prevent my ascent, just uselessly buckle and bend. If your throne never feels too comfortable, then remember all good things come to an end. If all the world's a stage, then I
I'm gonna have this song stuck in my head all day. It's such an earworm.
Every deck needs a knave to come and stack the cards. The world may be yours to say, but it's mine to tear apart. That stylish new telephone, home appliance sensation. Rewrite your genetic code every time the tone is playing. So I'm sure to get your vote for my new administration. Get a NATO set to blow for some world domination. It's too late to stop me. By now the laser dolphins are in position, and every world leader at the beachside peace summit and barbecue has been incinerated. I'll be sure to notify their next of fin.
Oh!
Oh, that was good. Somebody write that down. Thank you for watching. And a huge thank you to Rebellion for making this video possible. Evil Genius 2 World Domination is available now.
In all seriousness, 2004's Evil Genius 1 is a game I spent a huge chunk of my childhood playing, and it's a big part of the reason I like making villain songs so much now. So I'm really excited that it's come full circle and Rebellion reached out to me to make a video for Evil Genius 2. Evil Genius is a world domination and lair building simulator. It's a load of fun and I really think you might enjoy it. So if you're interested, all the information is in the description below. I'm gonna get one more evil laugh in. That's fun.
That I can agree with.
And do be sure to ring the bell and hit the big red button to subscribe.
One of these days...
Open the piranha hatch. Probably.
One of these days, I'm probably going to end up with one of those Stupendium plushies because that's actually kind of adorable. But that was a fun song. I knew it was going to be fun, but because he always does like amazing music. But that was a cut above the rest when it comes to, like, the fun songs. That's probably on par with his Only Can song. YouTube, I said only cans like soda drink. You know, that's. If this video ever, for whatever reason, gets monetized, I don't want you to, like, rip it off, okay? Just, okay. We good? We good? Okay. Yeah, no, I enjoyed that a lot. That was a lot of fun. That was definitely easily one of the more entertaining Stupendium songs out there. I mean, all of his songs are entertaining, but that one's gonna be an earworm that's stuck in my head all day. I had Apex stuck in my head all day yesterday while I was at work, but you know, I couldn't sing. I can't sing normally, but I wasn't able to sing because my voice wasn't all there. I was kind of like, I was sounding a little bit more like Crow from Ruby than anything else, so it was awful. But the chorus of the Apex were just like going around in my head. I think that's one of my favorite things about Stupendium is that like almost all of his songs are earworm material, and what's better than that? Like, it keeps it memorable. And honestly, that made me want to play Evil Genius. Like I said, I've never heard of Evil Genius 1. I didn't know about Evil Genius 2. The fact that he said that he was playing Evil Genius 1 in his childhood makes me feel really old, because I was like 13, I think, when that came out then, because it was in 2004 that it came out. So, yeah. I'm going to move on before I get any more depressed. So now we've got Divide up. I'm going to like that already just because it's Divide. That's just how we do things. So yeah, let's hear what he has to say about Ichigo. Because of the fact he already has an Ichigo song out, I'm expecting a callback to Hollow. I'm going to see if I can try and catch it. I know Hollow very well. I don't have it completely memorized, but I know it very well, so I'm going to see if maybe there's something that he does in this song that calls back to it. I didn't notice it until I re-listened to his previous Sasuke song, Cold, but he did have a kind of a callback in that one, in his newer one, which is Beyond Human, because he kept saying that, as Sasuke, he kept saying that I am so alive, or I feel so alive, or something like that, and that's, I believe, a callback, because he said that a lot. That was kind of like the main theme for his original Sasuke song. So I'm expecting something like that over here with his Ichigo song. So let's take a look. I'm sorry. That beat right off the bat, I don't know why, it immediately sounded like Mass Effect to me, and it kind of threw me off. I like it, but like, just like that synthetic guitar beat, it just immediately sounded like Mass Effect. I wasn't prepared for it. I also kind of like, hold on. Is it just me, or is like the beat going with the rain? Because if it is, that's actually kind of a cool effect. Okay, that's more what I was expecting. Okay, and this is... I've noticed that Divide is taking a cue from Fable and DPS and doing songs that aren't as based on the characters as they are inspired by the characters, which is fine. And it gives him a little more creative freedom because the song is able to go in directions that if he had limited it to the characters like he had done previously, like I think the best example of that would be his Broly's song, because the song lyrically is very simple and very much based around the story arc from Dragon Ball Super Broly, but like the song is carried by its amazing vocal performance and just the hard metal sound that it comes with. But if you break down the lyrics, it's very simple. And I think that's because of the fact that he was trying to put himself in Broly's shoes, and there's not much about Broly to really write about aside from his backstory leading up to his fight with Gogeta. So having it inspired by gives him a little bit more creative freedom. So he can make it about the character, sure, but it's going to not be directly associated with the character. So it's able to be listened to in a more freeform sense. And to an extent, I do appreciate that because it means it will sound more like something you'd probably hear on the radio rather than something that's directly anime, which is good because if you're going to eventually branch out into other things, it's good to be able to still reference the source material, but at the same time, the source material can confine yourself and confine your creative process. So I'm actually kind of glad to see that he's doing what Fable and DPS and some of these other nerdcore artists are doing and broadening it out, not just about the character, but just in general inspired by the character. So he's got more freedom to play around with some of the stuff. There we go. I like the visual effects on this too. They're a little new.
I look up to the sky with my knuckles wide.
Interesting.
Feel the burn in my chest. It's getting so tight.
Hold on. Oops. That was one of my things disconnecting. I'm just pausing it here because normally his videos are done by Alcat. And I'm just... where does it say the videos? The video is done by... Oh, that's why. Video by Stereo 27 Productions. That's why it looks different. That's why it's in a different format. Okay. That also threw me off a little bit because, again, I was expecting, like, Alcat's performance. Almost every single video that I know of from him within the last year has been by Alcat. So that kind of threw me off that this is done in a different format. I like it, but it wasn't what I was expecting.
I look up to the sky with my knuckles wide. Feel the burn in my chest.
I don't know what that's about.
It's getting
Interesting.
so tight. Far away from my home, but I'm not leaving. I will endure. They could break my bones, take me to the ground. They could throw my mouth so not to make a sound. Gotta take my pride, leave me out at sea. They think that I'm the poison, not your remedy.
Damn!
They could try to hold me back. Nothing more and nothing less.
Get... Okay. Okay, this is a different experience. Okay, like, the music itself is a different experience than what I was expecting. I wasn't expecting him to go that freaking hard. Again, his first Ichigo song, very mellow, very calm, very toned down compared to some of his other stuff. This is freaking power metal, or pretty close to it. Almost, like, just... yeah. And then, of course, again, the visual switch up, using a different person to create the video, also just different tone to the song, different tone to the video. It's its own unique thing. And it's not something that I'm used to with Divide, but I'm loving it. This is not an AMV. This is just great. That's what it is.
I couldn't do this alone, though I might have tried. Got the people I trust always by my side. No one's pulling our strings. Can you say the same for you? You can break my bones, kick me to the ground. You can tell my mouth so not to make a sound. Try to take my pride, leave me out at sea. You think that I'm the poison, not a remedy. They could try to hold me back. Nothing more and nothing less. And the blinded ignorance. They could try to hold me back.
I like that chorus too. Everything about this is amazing. I'm gonna mute that there and let it play out for the runtime. Holy crap! Okay. I'm curious if this is going to be like a common thing for him to do from now on, to not just have Alket create like an AMV for things like he's done with almost every single song for the last year, but actually create a more audio based experience so that the video doesn't take away from the song. Because I mean, I said this with Jujutsu Kaisen, and I've said this with the Sasuke song Beyond Human. Like, I'm into the songs, but because I don't know the character very well, I'm enjoying the songs, but kind of reacting more to the visuals that are presented in the AMV because I don't know what's going on. So to be able to actually more focus on the song about a character that's like I'm not familiar with, and again to have the song inspired by the character rather than directly being about the character, and not having the visuals fully distract me, I appreciate that. That was good. That was a good artistic choice in my opinion. I'm sure certain people are probably going to disagree, but I think it's a good direction to take it. That was impressive. I liked it. I liked it a lot. I was expecting something to be called back to with Hollow. I didn't notice any lyrics that were like a direct callback to that song, so I can't really say that. I mean, it was something that I was expecting. I'm not saying I was hoping for it, but regardless, I don't think it really needed it. That song is a completely different tone, and I feel like some of the lyrics from that song may have been a little too personal, because that song is directly supposed to be about Ichigo in his shoes, like the Broly song and elsewhere. It wasn't inspired by, so it may have not have fit as well into this one. But overall, yeah, that was a masterpiece. Another masterpiece from Divide Music. So yeah. Link in the description below for both the videos that I just watched and the YouTube channels that they are associated with. I don't know why I'm out of focus. There we go. Anyway, thank you for joining me. This is Dark Alpha 12, and I shall see you in the next video, which probably won't be too long from now.